Okay, so this took me about 10 to 15 minutes to get to. I never actually knew I lived right near Whitman's Laurel Springs area. So this is the sign for the Whitman Stafford house, built in 1785. And Whitman summered here from 1876 to 1881. As you can see, now it's very developed, so there's sidewalks everywhere. And I'll take a little walk down so you can actually see the house. As I do, I'll just read a little. So let's see. See if I can flip it around. Here you go. Okay. So George and Susan Stafford were the parents of Harry Stafford. So Harry Stafford lived at this house. He was a young man that Whitman met and befriended. So Whitman had a few strokes. So he was living in Camden with George, his brother at the time. So once he befriended Harry, he decided that this would be a really good location to recover from his strokes. So Harry's parents were tenant farmers in Laurel Springs. So this is still called Laurel Springs. It's in Camden County. It's outside of Glendale, which is a section of Voorhees now. So Harry invited Whitman to his family home, and Whitman immediately fell in love with the house. It really reminded Whitman of his family farm in West Hills on Long Island. And you can still tour that. That's the Whitman birthplace. And after his initial visit to the Stafford farm, Whitman returned several times over the following years, and he often stayed for weeks at a time. And he paid for his lodging to help with the family's finances. So while he was here, well, not necessarily physically at the house, but I'll show you later, while he was at the actual creek. So while he was actually at Big Timber Creek, and I'll show you that area. It's now called Whitman Woods. He wrote a lot of specimen days. So right away, Specimen Days opens here in Laurel Springs. And he also edited a lot of the 1881 edition of Leaves of Grass as well. So yeah, there's a section of that 1881 Leaves of Grass called November Boughs. Actually, I'll have to get back to you on that. But it might be November Boughs, I'm pretty sure. And a lot of that kind of experimental creative formulation would have happened here as well. Okay, so now let's actually see the house.